Hello, and welcome to a video I'm making on the Minecraft Recreation Project. The Minecraft Recreation Project is a recreation of most of the lost versions of Minecraft that we still haven't found. And this is the first version. This is the version that was shown off in the Cave Game Tech Test video that Notch released. I'll be reading off the wiki for the versions I play. Some of the versions I play. I'm not going to be playing every version because some of them just have minor changes from actual releases. The shadows are very dark because this is pre-classic and it has pre-classic lighting. You can't mine or place blocks. You can't... The map takes about 20 seconds to load. You can't spawn Steves with G. Actually, you couldn't spawn Steves until later versions of pre-classic in general. I'm gonna go... These caves are pretty deep, actually. If you go down here, you can see, yeah. I don't know exactly how big the map is, because I'm not reading off the wiki for these early versions. There's not much to... I'm not gonna stay in these versions for very long, because they're boring. There's nothing much to do. Especially without anybody else, like Dumb Steve, the human. You can't. You're lonely on this giant rock in the sky. Or wherever it is. Maybe it's not in the sky. It's just space. It doesn't exist. So, anyways, I don't think there's... I think we're done with this version. There's not much else to do. Train generation's interesting, but on to the next version. Alright, this is the next version. Not the next version, but skipping a version and the version after that. This version was also shown off in one of Notch's videos where he built like a little village. You can spawn mobs with G, so I'm no longer lonely. So I'm not gonna read off the wiki for this version because there's not really anything interesting in this version. And I mean, it's still the red wood in this version. So I'm gonna build a little house. Let me... Right. Maybe I should populate the house with Steve afterwards. Sorry for the awkward silence. I haven't made too many videos. I'm new to YouTube considerably. So expect awkward silence sometimes. So build the rest of this wall. Maybe we'll see this house when we move to the next version, but I don't remember. I've recorded this a few times, but I've run into difficulties, so I've had to re-record it. And there, I'll add little stone pillars to the side. See if I can see underground. Yeah, that looks like I'm not... Don't keep that there. I'm just gonna make the roof flat. That's not a crime in Minecraft. Villagers do it all the time. And I'm not spending a lot of not a lot of time in this version. What the, huh? Triangles in Minecraft. Alright, this is the first time this has happened. What? I lost my controls again. Hey, you can see some of the terrain.png. But, yes, sometimes you lose control of the building, and then, this is the first time I've had this glitch happen to me. On to the next version, I guess. Now we are in Classic. Welcome to 0.0.9a. There's our house. It no longer has the redwood texture. It isn't broken anymore. Let me finish it, actually. Yeah. The broken house of whatever the last version was called. It's 15 something something. RD 15 something something. I don't know. Maybe I should actually read stuff before I just play the version. Whatever. Our house is finished. I can... there's nothing much different, but this is one of the first ever publicly released versions. I don't know. Might not be publicly released, but it was released to a couple of people so they can test the game. And yeah, this is the video where the Minecraft castle video was taken. Another piece of lost media, Minecraft castle, lost video, and I'm pretty sure that's the only video we could have had for 0.0.9a. Most of the videos on 0.0.11a, which we also haven't found 0.0.11a. We only have a dev version of 0.0.12a that lies about what it is. Like most dev versions. If I make a back door. I don't really need a back door. They introduced the new classic controls, so the change mode from place and delete mode. So yeah, think that's about it for this version. On to the next version. Welcome to 0.0.14a. So yeah, this version introduces trees, but I have to generate a new world for that. So say goodbye to the old house. Old as in it's freaking 10 minutes old. Probably less for the actual video because I paused it to change versions. Pause the video to change versions. There's a lot of ores, but yes, the trees. They look like lollipops or something. Yeah. I'm gonna shave one of all its leaves. Shave it of all its trees. Great job. There. Herobrine tree in freaking 0.0.14a. You can still spawn Steves. There's caves. There might have been caves in 0.0.11a, but I didn't decide to check that. Guess I'll open up the wiki for this version. So let me do that. It says it adds all the ores, leaves, sands. It adds leaves, wood, and sand. It adds trees. Apparently this saving, world saving or something. It's something about world saving. But what did it say? Worlds improved level format, now supporting the ability to save entities to level. There's now a cap of 256 mobs that can exist in one world. Scroll wheel now scrolls through the blocks. Yep. I know there's something about one of the dev versions on here. It says something about, like, water flows faster from the dev version, yeah. Water flows faster from its dev version edition. And, yeah, there's not much to this version either, but the trees are interesting. There is a version of this where it's snowing, but I don't know if I'll be covering that in this video. I might as well go find it. But I will also be covering the Vertex Offset version. That, disgusting to play, and just, yeah. So, anyways, I think we're done with this version. On to the next version. I did find the winter reversion, but it comes after the Vertex Offset version, so I'm going to cover the Vertex Offset version first. Vertex and color offset, so the colors are kind of weird. Guess it's for mapping how the offsets will be. But, yeah, this is not very pleasant to look at. This tree looks like it's from some haunted forest story. You know, the forest of the crooked trees. There's a huge beach. Yeah, if you try to build a house in this, you're not gonna have the best time. I still in the same world of my other house that I built. I don't think so. But yeah, anything adapts to the Vertex Offset, so you can't really build a good house in this without it looking wonky. But I mean, why would you want to build in this in the first place? I mean, I feel that the Vertex Offset idea could have been improved eventually, but this is just not it. So I think that's it for this version. On to the next version. It's a winter wonderland. Snow. Yes, this replaces all the textures with snowy textures. So Steve can run around in snow. Have fun. So, the next version I'll be covering is the survival test version, so I think so. Let's just have fun in non-survival. Build a little winter house. Oh no. Oh, wait, am I in the same world as the Vertex Offset? That is a pretty big beach like that was earlier, but I can't. I don't think I am. Anyways, stop going around and let me find my house. Why did I decide to do this? Or my foundation of a house. I don't like this sand. It looks like wet sand. Glad they brightened up the sand later. I mean, I'm fine with this gravel. I mean, it does look a little bit simple. But, yeah, I don't like the sand. It's like the entire beach was overrun by the ocean. That isn't even right there. Pretty sure this is just a cosmetic change for 0.014. I don't think this wintry does anything. Unless you can make it rain. In these versions. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's only in dev and maybe some survival test versions. Jump. Yep, just leaving the tree floating. I've committed a war crime. Let me build something up here. Maybe like a tower or something. Maybe like I don't have enough time to build the entire tower, but who said I'm timed on these versions? I just decided to breeze through them quickly. I can make this video as long as I want. It's probably going to become my longest video, because I do have a video that was 30 minutes long that I never decided to publish. It was actually going to be my second video ever. But instead I went with the Hello Neighbor video, where I actually had commentary. Second video I ever recorded. Didn't have commentary. It was also on Bendy. So, yeah. My first two videos basically the same. Should I just, like, do that? It was on a Bendy mod, but both of them were on a Bendy mod, but this Bendy mod was actually changed the game instead of just applied a filter like the other mod I play. If you want to watch any of my other videos, probably not, but don't watch the first one. It's boring. It's like I'm not a content farm. I'm not gonna do that. I'm the opposite of a content farm. I don't care what other people are playing. That's the entire purpose of my channel. Let me add planks. What is that? It's just nothing. It might be the sapling. No, the sapling's right there. Where's planks? No, not planks. Logs. I can't build with logs. Well, crap. Guess I'm just gonna use stone like the other house. I'm gonna build like a little pointy roof. And then we'll be done. We build it out of cobblestone. Oh, no, don't place anything right there. Pointy. There, pointy roof made. What if I'm gonna make it a skylight instead. Skylight, weird, small tower. Alright, we're done with this version. On to the next version. Alright, so last time I tried to use this version, it crashed my computer and corrupted my video. So we're not gonna be staying on this for very long. I'm gonna be weary about this. But yes, it's the first survival test version. There's some Steves with armor, crop top armor. It still has the classic building though. You can see when I don't have any blocks, I just try to place nothing. I can't really die yet. Alright, there's sound now. I'm gonna break down a few trees. I don't really want to stay on this version long. I don't want this to be the cooked again. So I'm gonna try to find a version with the beta testing creeper. With the beta test the creeper when he was like made out of, looks like he's made out of clay. So let me find that. Alright, so I didn't find that yet, but this is the test of the other mobs. Still can't hurt you, or they introduced timed block breaking. You have to actually mine through them. And they introduced all these mobs. You'll never catch me alive. So some things don't drop anything. Like some things just drop themselves, and some things don't drop anything. Like, I'm pretty sure coal doesn't drop anything yet. Nope, it drops a coal ore. Okay, so that means that stuff just mainly drop itself in this version. I don't know if planks drop logs, or if they drop, or if logs drop planks, or if they drop actual logs. I guess we'll test that out. See what you give me. You give me a log. Anyways, I think that's it for this version. On to the next version. Alright, so yet again, haven't found the creeper test, but I did find the pig test. Funny how the pigs push me so I can, like, propel myself forwards. Pig propulsion. Can I eat stuff yet if I take damage? No, it wants me to place it. Can I can't hurt the pig yet. I think that's the only thing interesting in this version. So this is fun. On to the next version. Alright, I finally found the creeper test. I knew it was going to be before the pig test because creepers are messed up pigs, but here they are. They look like clay. And I could still propel myself. Look at that. Clay creepers running around, and they're my friend. They don't hurt me yet. Or they don't try to aggro towards me. So yeah, we're into up here. The sign test was added. Yeah, I don't think there's much to this version besides the creepers. I wanted to test that out. So let me try to get resources and build something. Why does it take longer to break wood than it takes to break stone? Let me just break a few pieces of stone by digging straight down, because I don't know if lava hurts me yet. Maybe I should read off the wiki. Like, I'm supposed to be doing for this video. Oh wait, yeah, development versions don't have a good wiki page. I forgot to mention that. So can't do that. But I will. You can get leaves in this version. I can have hedges. Yeah, I'm not grinding for these resources. For not even able to get cobblestone. And the game crashed. Well, welcome to the development. Okay, there. Alright, I got the screen showing this time. I'm not gonna restart the entire video because I made that one little mistake. I'm tired of redoing this video. But you could see my skin. My skin's cafe, dude. For the record. This version, I'm pretty sure, has the brown spiders. So let me try to find some of those. Ah, crap. I have to play survival. Test, which is harder. I'm only seeing creepers right now. But I know this version has the spider. The brown spider. So I'm gonna run around and try to find one. I like the little out arm how it is in this version. Let me try and generate a new level which is small, so there's less room for them to be so spread out. I know freaking mobs were added earlier. The other mobs were added in earlier versions, so why am I only seeing creepers? Where's the rest of the mobs? Alright, let me try to find the freaking version. I found them. The brown spiders. In 0.26 Dev 3. Here they are. The brown spiders. I think they are I think they're brown because Notch in a Legend of the Chamber 2, they're one of Notch's older games. Spiders are brown, but they had like blue eyes. These have pitch black eyes. Guess it's more realistic to spiders than a freaking Black Widow looking thing. Yeah, they drop food. Guess they were a remodel of the pig for these early development versions. So they drop mushrooms like a pig, which makes no sense. But hey, look, a skeleton. Do you drop arrows yet? Yes, you do. I guess if skeletons keep spawning, you would have an infinite amount of arrows. And I'm dead. On to the next version. If I have one for the next version. On to the next. Well, it appears I actually reached the end of the list of versions I wanted to play for this video. The next video I'll be reading off the wiki more because there's less dev versions. Like every 3 seconds there's a dev version in classic and pre-classic, but next version is going to be in dev and inf dev, and so I can test out. I can actually read off the wiki and these are, but that's going to do it for this video. See you in the next part of this series. Goodbye.